Yo, what is up, YouTube? CJ Sauce here, and EA completely changed the game in this update. I want to thank EA and the Game Changers Network for allowing me to be a part of this, and I'm really excited to get into this and show you guys all of the great new things coming to Madden Ultimate Team in Madden 22. Yo, what is up, YouTube? CJ Sauce here, and we're back with another Madden 22 video. I think I'm only going to be posting maybe 1 or 2 more Madden 21 videos for the rest of this summer. We're going to be focusing on Madden 22 news, Madden 22 team building, and things like that going forward. So make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel for all of your Madden 22 news for the rest of the summer, and an incredible amount of Madden 22 content when the game drops. I'm so excited to put this grind on. I'm so excited for what is to come with my Madden 22 channel. So make sure you guys hop on the train now. For those of you just popping in, EA released a reveal stream on Thursday, I believe it was. That was my first day at my new job, so it's taken me a little bit of time to kind of digest and go through all this. And so the plan is going to be to release these videos in a few shorter segments. So today's video, we're going to talk about the new UI, the strategy items, halftime adjustments, stats on items, NextGen Stats, and then the ultimate season, MUT level, daily, weekly program, that kind of stuff. So just like new sort of in-game things. I'll be releasing a video in a day or two on like EA Play and all of the things that will be in-game as far as MUT goes during that 8-day EA Play period. I'll release another video probably right at the beginning of that or in the next few days about what will be dropped at launch. So that's the difference between August 12th and August 20th. And then after that, we'll talk about rankings, pre-order items, and things like that. And we will go from there. So today we're going to start here with what you see on the screen. This is just the new menus, the new UI they call it. So I think this is fantastic. I think overall my feedback on this is that everything looks amazing. The game looks great. They listened to so much feedback. They did so many things right in this, releasing new promos on day one, updating menus, updating cards, updating stats, like just everything that they did seems like they listened to the community, and I applaud EA for that, and I'm so excited to see what that all looks like. But we'll start with the first thing here. So this is the new UI. This is just the new menu system. So there's less clicks. That's the big thing for us. Is before on the old menus, you'd have to click through so many things to get to places. So as you can see here on your challenges, for example, if you guys remember before under the missions tab, it was challenges, missions, like you had to go through and to click everything. But here on this challenges screen, you have your missions and a mission tracker right here. You have, your earn new players, you have how many packs you have to open, you have your featured content, all right here on this one place screen where you can drop down and you can see challenges, solo battles, seasons, champions, squads, draft. It's all right here. This one screen has all of it. So that's going to be great. There's going to be less clicking. The menu's going to hopefully be a little bit more intuitive and make a little bit more sense. So I'm super excited about that. So you'll see, obviously, you have play, missions, marketplace, team, and competitive. So that is going to be great. I'm hoping competitive is like ladders and things like that, but I'm excited to see what that tab brings. But overall, the menus look amazing. They're upgraded. They're better. The next thing is going to be strategy items. So this is going to completely change the game, and I'm so excited for this. So basically what they're trying to do is they're trying to get away from all of our players having to be upgraded and downgraded player by player, chemistry by chemistry, level by level, over and over and over again. So if you wanted to change from West Coast to play fake, I don't know if you guys remember this, but you'd have to go to every single player on your team and take West Coast off of them and then add play fake onto them. And you had to do that for 25 players per side of the football. But what this looks like here is that to be able to get some of these boosts, you're just going to pop in a new strategy item. So if I have a West Coast item, I pop it into the strategy. And if I want to go to play fake, I just pop out the West Coast, pop in play fake. And it should be that simple. So what you'll see is you have what looks like it's going to be quarterback position ones or specific ones, so like this elite passer here on the screen. Or if you look in the second coast, that's West Coast for all positions. So that's going to be I think how it sort of works. You can do more position focused ones, or you can do, your entire offense, your entire defense. So I think that's going to be really cool. And it looks like they are basically like power-ups. So you're going to be able to click on this, and I don't think I grabbed a screenshot of that, unfortunately, but what I did grab was like a picture of Mahomes here with his quick sell, or with his power-up. So Mahomes with that elite passer that you saw in the last screenshot will have boosted short, mid, and deep accuracy. So It's that simple. And what it sounds like is if you pop Mahomes out and pop Brady in, Brady's got all these increases now. So you're not going to have to buy it for every single player. You're just going to buy your strategy item, and then it's going to apply to everybody that applies to. So it sounds like we're going to be able to save a lot of training that way, but these are going to be more expensive to power up as a whole. So what I saw was like 500, 800, 1,000 training to upgrade your strategy item to go from, tier 1 to tier 2 to tier 3. And as you climb those, that's where you're going to get your more boosts. So I think training overall wise, it's probably going to cost about the same amount to get full West Coast, for example, but it's going to not have to be reapplied to every single new player. So maybe in the long run, it will save us some training, which is exciting. So think about it as how we have it now, where it was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, so on and so forth, all the way up to 50 out of 50. I think that's going to be how these new strategy items work. It's just going to be powered up to level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and etc. So and that will apply to your whole team, and that's really exciting. So the second thing that they talked about was halftime adjustments. So this is a big thing that people are worried about, nervous about, excited about. I'm not really sure exactly, but the first piece of this is you're going to see in the top right corner, this is going to be timed. So it looks like you're probably going to have about a minute to go through your X factors and abilities and change them. So I have a few thoughts, a few comments on this. I think this is a great idea. I think it's fantastic. It's smart. It adds to the chess piece element of the game. So if you pop into a game with somebody who's got all one steps, you can put on all route techs. Or if you're playing with all route techs and you realize they don't have any one steps, you can take your route techs off. But the couple important things to note here. One is that obviously your opponent gets to change theirs. So you could add something to counter them and they could take it off, and then you both, it's going to be a game of chicken, a little bit of cat and mouse, and that's okay. And the other piece is you have to have these paid for already. So like you can see here, he's got Brady and Mahomes powered up with abilities ready to go. So Mahomes with roaming Deadeye and quick draw, he's more likely to run around the pocket. But let's say he's getting contained in the pocket, he can't really escape, he needs more of a pocket passer. You go to Brady, who's got set feet lead on him, so you can just sit in the pocket and launch it. But he has to have Brady paid for and Mahomes paid for. So if you don't have, you can't go and add new abilities mid-game. It has to be bought for pre-game. So your abilities are going to cost more, like it's going to cost more to have 10 players active instead of just like the 5 that you would use every game over and over and over again. But you get what you pay for, right? So if I pay for more abilities, I have more options. And then the second piece that I think is going to be interesting is that you can leave Mahomes activated, but you can remove quick draw and add gunslinger, or you can remove roaming Deadeye, or you can add escape artist or whatever, but leave it on Mahomes. So whatever you have paid for, any combination here or there, you can add, remove, adjust, change. So you have a lot of flexibility with that, which is really, really good. So then the next piece, so that's halftime adjustments. The next piece is going to be stats on your items. So this is a look at Derrick Henry. There's going to be a stats tab. Now, there's a couple really, really great things about this. This is the thing that we have always asked for. We want to know, how many yards have I thrown with Tom Brady? How many tackles do I have with Sam Mills? And we're finally going to see it. And it's going to be 2 different options. It's really sortable. So what's really, really cool is you have a lot of options here. So you're going to see here on this Fred Warner, you have defense, kick return, punt return, MUT stats, game stats. And then on the top, you've got a couple of filters versus CPU or current. Now, you can see what you've done against the CPU. You can see what you've done against, obviously, online head-to-head. And then you can also see what you have done with Fred Warner. So I can see that, this guy's got 2 tackles with Fred Warner. But if you click that right trigger, there's an option to see sort of a global stat. So you can see what all MUT players have done with all Fred Warners, which is really, really, really cool, I think. So like, for example, what I think this will be helpful for is, let's say you pull Mahomes, but you're not sure. You're like, I don't know if Mahomes is better than Brady. Well, look at what the community has done. And if Mahomes has 100,000 passing yards in the community and Brady has 30,000, clearly the community thinks it's more useful and more successful to use Mahomes, right? So you can start to gather data and see what everybody else is doing to help you make decisions on what your team should be doing. So I think that's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be really cool. It's just going to be cool to go through and see your stats. And there's so much content you're going to be able to create around stats of players. And I could not be more excited about that. And then that's going to be available on the current gen and the next gen version of the game, but they are going to have next gen stats here, and that's going to be available only on next gen consoles. So it's the Series X and the PS5, right? So what you're going to see here is a lot of granular, small, detailed stats like longest passing yards, average time to throw. Now, the first thing that comes to mind is release, right? The last 2 years, all we have talked about is quarterback releases, whether it was in Madden 20 where we were saying releases were too slow, we're getting sacked every play, we cannot throw the ball, or this year where we're saying gunslinger is necessary to get the ball out and then throw out a sack and all of that stuff. But they're literally going to tell us, hey, this is the player with the fastest release. Now we are going to know that it's Aaron Rodgers, but there's no more speculation. There's no more videos of saying, well, Mahomes' release took 3 frames and Brady's release took 3.5 frames. Like, it's here. We're going to see how long the average time to throw is. And then we're also going to see, you know, literally who can throw it the farthest, right? Who's got the longest passing yards and things like that. So what I think they're going to use this for is, obviously this is going to help us make decisions for our team building, but I think that this is actually going to really help EA with balancing the game, right? So let's say Mahomes is throwing the ball 75 yards in the air as the longest passing yards throw that he's made. EA is going to say, well, holy shit, that's not realistic, right? And then they're going to tone down how far Mahomes can throw the ball. So this is going to, I think they're going to use this. I think this is a thing that they're adding in as a feature to help us, but really it's going to help EA make the game more realistic. I think they're really putting an emphasis on trying to make their game realistic this year, for good or for bad. They want it to be realistic. And then the last 2 things I'm going to go over here is your MUT levels, your ultimate seasons, and your daily and weekly rewards. So MUT levels are going to completely change. Instead of going 1 to 99 and every season you get 10 new levels, what they're going to do is they're going to change it to a 90-day season. So every series is going to be 90 days long. And then at the end of that 90 days, when the new season or series starts, the new ultimate season starts, you're going to be reset back down to level 1. And you're going to have to grind all the way back up to level 50. So you're going to get 50 levels of rewards every series. And you're going to have a really cool new set of rewards. You're gonna have 50 levels with rewards, and those rewards are going to be adjusted dynamically and updated per season. So, you know, the first season, the big reward here is a 91 overall season edition player, which we don't know much about yet, but we will soon. The next season will probably be a 95 or a 96, and then, you know, a 97 after that, and a 99 after that, or you know, whatever the case may be. But so that is going to dynamically update. It's going to give the levels more time, more rewards, less. It's not going to be day 1 you're grinding to level 99, getting all of those rewards and then flooding the market, because I think that was one of the issues last year, was that there were too many coins available because it was too easy to grind MUT levels. So with that being said, the next piece is your daily and weekly rewards, which is one of the biggest pieces of your MUT level if you're not grinding it. So you're going to still have your daily objectives, you're going to have your weekly objectives, and those are all going to feed into your ultimate season rewards. So you're going to have all these specific activities for your ultimate season rewards, you know, 0 through 49. So it's going to be a little bit more dynamic. It's going to be different. It's going to be better. They've got a lot of stuff blocked out, but you're going to have more goal type things to do. So your 4 activities a day, you know, win a game, play, open a pack, and win 2 games or whatever it was. And then, you know, your weekly awards to get your gridiron pack, and then those will feed XP, which will get you into your ultimate season rewards. But I think there's going to be a lot of objectives to complete in your ultimate seasons too. And then the last thing I'll say on ultimate seasons is that they are going to be impactful as far as what you can do. So I know, like, at level 5 you unlock the ability to do certain things. At level 15 you unlock the ability to do certain things, and so you're gonna have to work through all of that. And so that's just overall MUT stuff. I didn't get into any of the content, any of the promos, any of the challenges, rewards, things like that. That will be in my next video. That should be out either later today or tomorrow. But this is just the new overarching Madden things, how the game has changed. So if you guys like this video, if it was helpful, if you enjoyed it, please like the video, comment on the video, and subscribe to the channel for more Madden 22 news and content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.